just realised all my coffee tastes weird. I didn't put a new coffee tab in there. So this is the same coffee tab I used yesterday. Actually, it doesn't taste that weird. It doesn't taste that bad at all. You can get twice as much coffee out of a stack of coffee pads. Ooh, dangerous revelation. I put milk in it, Darkness Monster. Oh, come on, game. Look at what I have to deal with. Hey? Look at what I have to deal with. So we are going to be on, I think it's North London line. It might be the Goblin line. It's one, it's one of those things. This is Whitemead scenario. It is a Class 66 hauling car train. Excellent. Seems to require me to start the game twice every time I want to start the game now. Maybe I should clear out the 3,000 scenarios I've downloaded from Workshop. I'm tempted to wipe the game entirely and just reinstall it so that it's not got any of this rubbish on it. Alright. Daegenham Cars by Mr. Whitemead. Let's put another coffee on, and this time I'll actually remember to change the coffee pod. It's a Ford in it, yeah. Dagenham Ford. Good morning, driver. You're in charge of this loaded cars service to Didcot, where another driver will take over for the rest of the journey. Your departure time from here is 07:39:30. Plenty of time to get the cab all set up and the engine warmed up. You'll also need to check the points to make sure you have been routed out of the yard correctly. Well, this is an old 66. Chris! Thank you for the cheers. Much appreciated. Oh, it's even got the funky. Yeah, this is an old one. It's got the brakes pulled off a bit. 07:39:30 is when we're due out. Got to come on the left-hand line there. We're definitely going away. No, GWR, it's a much older one than that. I think it's EWSV2, yeah. Or maybe the Midland Mainline one, actually. Yeah, this is the scenario that's in 4 parts, Big Betty. Yeah, this, for example, where this is blurry, it's because it's a texture, whereas in the updated one, it's actually all fully detailed because it's bits of it are working. What is it? 39:30 when we're due to go. Oh yeah, that tastes a bit better. Time to get cracking. Due to it being early morning and going across London, there is a chance for some parts of it to be slow going, but it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, the Ford Volkswagens, yeah. It's got a cab light. It has got a cab light at least. Cameron's getting me no, it was 1 o'clock when we finished that scenario. I've scheduled Hamburg Day and Night in for next Thursday. Chris, the uncoupling on that scenario, that was a bug that was fixed in the latest update. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, it was fine, Chris. It was you that was doing it wrong. Yeah, it's fine. Yellow light. Memory test you ran passed okay. Alright, time to take the lid off, put a big fan on it and see how that affects it. We have a red. Well, not definitely thermal, but I'd say it was a next good bet to look at. You hear crackling in the background when I talk. Anybody else? Sounds good. Excellent. Try muting your microphone. Did I get the program finished that automates the train? Not yet, Alan. Hey there, Agrina, how are you doing? Yay, we got the go. Release the brakes. Put some poo on. When DTT make routes, how does it all work? Do you get allowed to go on cab rides, or is another source of info? So it's quite rare that actually that things like cab rides get made available. So we use cab ride DVDs, we use videos up on YouTube, we use photography that other people have uploaded and made available on various websites. We go and take photographs of the route. We try and talk to people. And that's sort of the minimum that's common on most routes, and then occasionally other stuff comes available. Like, you know, we were able to get a ride on the Javelin, for example. But those things are more the exception than the rule. For example, on an American route, basically you can rule out getting in the cab. Although we did with Amtrak, but the Class 1s have all the Class 1s have said no. Health and safety. Doing OMR at the weekend, hopefully. The other thing to remember, Dennis, is that I've got a filter set up so that if I'm not talking, it dials out all the background noise. But when I'm talking, some of the background noise and you know, general room noise will come through. So it could be that you're hearing that. Yeah, we've got the sectional appendix. We've got, you know, there is a lot that you can get from various places. So it's amazing how much you can find. We're generally not short of information to do the route. It's generally the locos that we're short of information on. Wake up! See you asleep in there. Yeah, I signed up and I've got access to their online, the Network Rail online thing. To be honest, the UK is not the problem. There's just so much information about the UK. I say even most of the routes we do, it's generally not the route that's the problem, it's the train. Getting access to the interiors of the trains and understanding how they work and getting sound recordings from them. I can't remember the name of the thing. I downloaded a great big file full of data which I've started writing something to parse, which gives me all the working timetable stuff from Network Rail. I basically want to write a tool so that I can say I want to do something between a scenario, say for example between just say Manchester, Oxford Road and Liverpool Lime Street at this time of day, tell me every train that I need to model, tell me all the services, that all the paths they follow, and all the times they're going to be there, and then I basically just type that into the game and boom, you've got a scenario. Freightliner Powerhaul 86 has been in the game for quite a while, Luke. I can't remember exactly when, but it's been in there for quite a long time. Was it in the 86 pack? Because there was a Class 86 pack that came out after West Coast Mainline North for added liveries. Well, getting a bit of speed. We're obviously not getting interrupted too much at the moment. Is that a double? Yeah. Means a singles on the barking starter. Is that a double as well? No, it's a single. Amtrak Master, you got the Metro North P32 ECDM during the sale at Christmas. It's an awesome locomotive. I quite like the P32. I like these locos where you can switch between different modes, because that one's diesel electric switching to third rail, which is really interesting. It was also interesting to read that they can't actually run for long on third rail. So effectively there's one tunnel they have to run, or an underpass they have to run with the third rail, and then the obviously Grand Central they have to. It doesn't detect your microphone. I must admit, I've not actually tried it yet, so I've no idea, Silver. It's an issue with non-VR users. Oh, well, that's actually kind of good, because if it doesn't detect the microphone, then we can't talk to each other via there, and we can use Discord instead. Oh yes, I'm aware of the kits and Glen Eagle. If you log in near the Time Silver Fennekin and jump onto the down the mineshaft one, then I can drag you across. If you haven't got it already, then go to discord.gg/MattPlaysTV is the URL for the Discord. That'll get you into the public part of the Discord. Hey there, Trainman 95. Right. Hey, Mr. Karma 99, how you doing? I am very good, thank you, Karma 99. Pete? Very good. So we picked up bridge crew. And I'm expecting a mutiny later on. If previous form is anything to go by. Oh, got yellow up ahead now. Got speed drop to 15 coming up. Not yet, Landy Kieran, no. I'm aware of it, but I've not been actually watching it. I don't get much time to watch that. It's normal television. because I'm either at work or I'm streaming when normal television is on. And I keep forgetting to put things on record. APTP, APTP, APTP. There you go. Oh, Moggy, did you send your complaint letter off to Victory Works? Because if not, now's the time. But air your thoughts. Be blunt. We've got 4 lined up for tonight, Pete, unfortunately. Let's see how we get on, though. Dex, why and who are Victory Works? So Karma 99 is Victory Works. Victory Works makes add-ons for Train Simulator. Exceptionally good add-ons for Train Simulator. Nothing. Moggy must have taken some time to say this because he's gone quiet. He must be letting rip. I know he's been desperate to say something. Speaking of reminding, I need to organise a visit. Yes.
Oh, hello. Oh, we're about to trying to get onto the Gemma, I see. See Oliver 123 just bought Train Sim World. Good man. What? Victory Works Pacer. That'd be amazing. He's been trying to, Karma. They're not answering his calls, so he's taking it out on you. Okay, so I've got the green. Oh, you know what? I would not complain about an Ed Pacer either. No, he's having a joke, Greener. He's having a joke. Everyone loves Karma 99's work. Victory Works stuff is amazing. It's so good, sometimes you just have to make up a reason to complain about it. Because otherwise people would think that it's perfect and that you were joking. Or bought off. A steam-powered Pacer. Well, that's what rail motor is, isn't it? Yeah, I did see KRS Platinum service. Yeah, good. That's good. Good logo 5029.
You don't know what a pacer is. You don't. If I ain't got a boiler or a gas turbine. APTE, there you go. Small project for you there, Pete. Forest Gate. Pacer isn't that a bus-inspired box, basically? It's a bus-inspired box with a delicate coating of awesome. And rubbish wheels, and rubbish tyres, and wheels, and axles, and springs. Seats, and body. Who's developing the Medway Valley line? That's an internal project, CS Rail. Stratford up ahead, if we ever get there. I think they are scared to make a pacerette, and I totally agree with you. There is a significant amount of chickening out going on. 156 with a pantograph. This is really unusual because the number of times my train coming into Liverpool Street would be stuck sitting at Maryland on this platform here while a container train comes down the left-hand line here and crosses over at the other side of Maryland. Very annoying. Suddenly occurred to me that might be a red. Turns out I was right. Anything's possible, Big Betty, but I'm afraid I can't talk about anything that they haven't already spoken about on social media. A Garrett is what TS needs. A good quality Garrett. A Pacer pump car. How's that different to a normal Pacer? I don't know, Luke. I'd completely forgotten about it, actually. This is Stratford Station. Is that a yellow? It's a yellow, and we got the third route. There is a Class 108, isn't there, Pendennis Castle? Or am I misremembering? Intercity Pacer? Nah. Interpacer. (101, 105, 111, 117 and 121. Okay. Fair dues. Pacer City. Oh, that's not bad. That sounds like a good name for a train and a place to live. Can you imagine what the houses would look like? .7 miles on this signal to signal hopscotch. The Pendo Pacer. The possibilities are truly endless. Is that the greenish sort of turquoise one, Dex Final? .47 or 57? It'd be the 47, one of the newer ones like the Virgin one or the Shap one. Although that said, the UV57 is rather splendid.
That's yellow. So you don't mean these ones then, Dex? No point rushing around here. Oh, okay. No, I've not seen a picture of anything older than that one. Farmer JP, it's Friday and that means one thing. It's fill that cup time. Yeah, I think it does that. York controller. Oh, we've caught up with our nemesis. What are you talking about, Ed? Farmer JP is still spamming that box. Expect the cup don't seem to be filling up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did find another version of the livery that had less of the blue on it and was more white. Is it not coming in? Oh, stupid cup. Let me hit the refresh and see if that'll make it do it. There they go. They need too much work to bring them back, Pendennis. That's the problem. Every single DTG product, IHH product that was brought back on, I think DTG has scrapped and rebuilt it from scratch, with one or two exceptions. But even they had quite a lot of work done to them. Yeah, the warships are in Train Sim Train Man. It's the Western Hydraulics pack. It's the warships, the Westerns and the Hymex. Warships, lovely. Double yellow, we can speed up a little bit. Not a lot though. A T-68. Yes, that is the tram I showed you. This one. Red light. Because the Manchester Metrolink was modelled in Microsoft Train Simulator. It was a really good model actually, including the T-68s. Not in this train simulator, unfortunately, but in the original Microsoft one. Double yellow. Yeah, I'd quite like to see trams as well, Comma 99, it has to be said. Ed, when are you going to get some trams in? Yeah, Richard Scott did the Croydon tram model, didn't he? What's the actual legacy of DTG Train Simulator? So if we go right back to the start, you've got Microsoft Train Simulator, which was developed by a company called Kuju. We step forward some, so then you step forward a little bit, you have Microsoft Train Simulator 2, Take 1, which was developed by Kuju but never released. The project was abandoned when Microsoft cut back and they dropped Combat Flight Sim and a bunch of other stuff and concentrated on FSX. I'll take it. It's close enough. See? I've lost my Probably too far for that to actually do anything. Now I'm going to have to do a visual inspection. Oh no, he's just gone past. Yeah, that was a spad, I think. See what happens when it goes past this one. Yeah, that was a spad. Never mind. The world will carry on moving on nevertheless. Yeah, so Microsoft Train Sim 2, Take 1, which was never released. Thank you for the cheers, Farmer JP and Chris. And then you had Microsoft Train Sim 2, which was the second take. That one was never released, but that wasn't developed by Kuju. A few years forward, you've then got Electronic Arts teams up with Kuju. The name might sound familiar. Who then makes a product called Electronic Arts Rail Simulator, which is not related to Microsoft Train Simulator, except that a lot of the same people actually were involved in designing and building Rail Simulator, which is why it sort of feels familiar to Microsoft Train Sim. But it has not got a code heritage. It's a new product that shared some of the same developers and designers. Electronic Arts Rail Simulator then gets sold to Rail Sim Developments Limited as an outsource, which is made up of some of the original team that that built Electronic Arts Rail Simulator with Kuju, and we've got double yellow now. So when Rail Simulator came out, it was Train Sim World to Microsoft Train Simulator, yeah, essentially. And then you've got so when RSDL. Hurrah, Powell! Look at that emoticon. Wow. Wow, Cup Bomb. Thank you very, very much indeed, Rob. So yes, then Rail Simulator becomes Railworks, becomes Train Simulator 2012, eventually becomes Train Simulator 2018. So EA Rail Simulator to Train Sim 2018 is all fundamentally the same block of code. Microsoft Train Simulator, written by some of the same people, but a different block of code. Train Sim World, written by some of the same block of people, but a different block of code. I hope that makes sense. Green light. And who is Kuju? Kuju is a video game developer in Guildford. Is it Guildford? Godalming, sorry, Godalming. And they've made all sorts of games. In fact, Microsoft Train Simulator is built, so they have their own game engine, which was certainly called Simis back in the day for MSDS. And Simis was what powered a game called Team Apache, and that's why the terrain on MSDS kind of felt like it didn't really work very well down on the ground. It's because the terrain engine that was used in MSTS was built for a helicopter simulator. But I think the engine in Rail Simulator was a later version, which was called Heracles or something. These are all internal ones. Okie dokie, Muggy. We've got an extra space, so are you up for it, Pete? Which Cambrian? You mean the 3D train stuff Cambrian, the one that Big Vern did, Karma, or the Gordon Mackenzie's one, the Roab and Barmouth? Bala Hub. Putting on your shin pads. No, DTG didn't. That's not how it worked, WT. Kuju built it themselves. And then DTG, so RSDL becomes RailSimulator.com, becomes RSDL, becomes Dovetail Games. RSDL becomes RailSimulator.com, becomes Dovetail Games. They're the same thing. They are the same entity, essentially, evolving. And it always boils back down to Electronic Arts RailSim, developed by Kuju, separate code blob to Microsoft TrainSim. Did you look at Bala Hub at all, Karma? Lines are getting busy. Good news is you've now made it to Caledonian Road. Should I have stopped somewhere? Is that behind me? Distance is at 0. Oh, nattering, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing again. Yep, that's where I was supposed to go. Boundary. P1, yeah, I was supposed to have stopped there. Too busy waffling, not paying any attention at all to what I'm doing. Spatcher, can I have permission to reverse down the line? Yes, good, thank you. That was really, really good. I was so focused on following the signals, I was paying no attention to what I was doing. Because I have to say, Bala Hub 4 was probably one of my favourite routes in MSTS. It was just absolutely brilliant. Proper GWR steam era, so you had the triangle instead of McKinleth. Oh dear, never mind. Still, we finished the scenario. Excellent, that was really good. Right, I'm going to have a quick potty break and I'll be right back and we'll get on with the last scenario and then it's time for Bridge Crew. Don't worry about the thing that says SPAD once, that's just making it up, it didn't really happen. See, now you can't see it. Back in a minute.